It's Edward Roski, and I'm asking good questions. Why did OpenAI's engineers stop using ChatGPT? OpenAI published its own numbers and how its people actually work, and one made me double take. The average OpenAI engineer now produces around 99% of their work, at least their output, through Codex, which is their agent, and barely any through OpenAI's chatbot. So the company trying to sell the chatbot to the entire world mostly doesn't use it, at least in engineering. I, on the other hand, am still saying please to mine just in case, but it turns out it is not only the coders. OpenAI says its lawyers and recruiters now run more than 85% of their work through the agent too, and it looks like legal, recruiting, and finance all flipped to it as their main tool back in the spring. Ethan Mollick read the same data and called the chatbot era over. He called OpenAI a canary in the coal mine, although usually the canary dies first. Anyway, I think he's right, and I think most people just haven't felt it yet. I do this in my own life, and I get it when they do. OpenAI's own people are now handing whole jobs to agents. In that same data, it turns out around a quarter of their users had already handed an agent a single task big enough to take a person more than 8 hours. So you describe a full day of work, you hit go, you come back to a draft in a whole lot less than 8 hours. The non-engineers seem to have picked it up the fastest. OpenAI says individual non-developer use of its Codex agent grew more than 100-fold in under a year, which isn't a number you usually see outside of crypto and, I don't know, rabbits. Okay, fair caveat. This is OpenAI grading its own homework, and it's all self-reported, but it matches what I'm seeing across every kind of company. I've spent 25 plus years building businesses. I have the gray beard to prove it. And the only way I ever knew to scale one person was to hire more people around them. And this is the first time that one person can run a day's worth of work before lunch without adding a single headcount. The skill that matters now is managing a swarm of really eager little interns who never sleep and never bill overtime and never ask for a raise, never try and unionize, and every so often make something up with a completely straight face. So, what's the first job you'd hand to an agent instead of typing it yourself? If you found this quick and helpful, please subscribe. But until next time, keep asking good questions.